girl Jasmine Angelique, and I am here with another video. So in this video, I'm actually going to talk about like what I've been up to, where I'm trying to go, a whole bunch of things, right? So I haven't really been up to anything, for real. Just kind of lounging, trying to relax. I want you guys to see my shirt, by the way, before I get started. It says make money, not friends. So I don't necessarily believe that, but in this day and age, I feel like people need to try to get to a point where we are comfortable without having to like kill ourselves working, and to create friendships with people who may elevate you to the next level. There's nothing wrong with like knowing, you know, somebody, you know, that can put you somewhere else in and whatever, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that this world should, or right now where we're at in this world, that, you know, just making friends solely for drinking, smoking, or whatever you want to do. Not saying I do those things, but or partying or whatever it is. I don't think this world should be, you should make friends solely for that. Like, if people aren't elevating you and trying to move you into the right direction, let them go. Like, seriously, like, let them go, okay? And even friends is going to allow you to like to make new experiences. So, you know, if you have a friend who, you know, like to travel, make that friend, because that friend be like, okay, she like to travel, like now I can travel too. Or this friend, I like to go to concerts with, you know, and then I'm like, oh, I like to go to concerts too. Make that friend, because that friend is going to allow you to do things that you probably wouldn't be able to do, or at least give you some type of company to do those things that you normally would do, because who wants to do stuff by themselves all the time? So I've been talking long enough. Random talk, random chit chat with Jasmine Angelique. But anyway, so this video is mainly about millennials, right? Millennials who like to work a lot. I like to work a lot, and I'm coming on here to say, like, I'm a workaholic. And I probably shouldn't be at 27 years old, single, should not be a workaholic, but I am. And I didn't realize how much of a workaholic I was until I had to sit down, till somebody was like, Jasmine, sit down, till God told me to sit down, okay? And how he told me to sit down, well, I injured myself. And the doctor was like, yeah, we're gonna... I don't know, what you do at work is like, you know, too much, and I don't know how that's gonna, you know, affect your healing process. And so I'm like, okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take you off for 2 weeks. And I'm like, okay. And the first thing I'm like, okay, I have never like worked, like I literally work like 80 hours a week. Or 60 hours a week. On average, I work 60 hours a week. And every time I'm like, I just think about like my money, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna be broke. Broke. Now, I had some money saved up, so thank God I had money saved up. But besides that, I'm like, okay, I wanted to like put money on top of that money. Like, I didn't want to take from it. I wanted to like add to it. So that was the first thing that went through my head. So then like the first day, you know, I was off. I'm like, oh man, moping around, like legit moping around. Like, I want to work. Like, I want to go to work. I'm tired of sitting at home. Like, what is going on? Like, I really felt like I was missing something. And I'm like, I'm bored. And then like the first day I found myself eating way too much. Okay, I'm just gonna tell the truth. Like, I found myself eating way too much, and I'm like, what is wrong with me? And I literally remember putting up a Facebook post like, I'm bored, I don't know what to do, like, and I can't eat my boredom away. So and my cousin was like, you know, girl, it hasn't even been that long, like, you better do something that you never thought you wanted to do, or do something that you wanted to do but you haven't had time because you've been working. And I'm like, maybe I need to take her advice. So I took her advice, and I started like doing like little stuff every single day. And the only thing that I haven't done, I do want to finish this book that I started reading, which I'm not even that far like at the end. I'm almost at the end, but I want to finish this book before I go back to work. So that'll be like the last thing that I do. But I was like, you know what? I've been wanting to go to a museum for a while. So I went to the museum. I went to the Detroit Historical Museum, right there off, I think the address is, don't quote me, it's like 54 or 5801 Woodward Avenue. It's right there in the Kirby, right off Kirby in Woodward. People know what I'm talking about. So anyways, if you're from Detroit and you frequent downtown, you know what I'm talking about, or Midtown area. So I did that. I had so much fun. It was so cool. I went to the probably my favorite part of the whole museum was the Kid Rock. I can't remember what it's called. Okay, but you walk in and they had like the Supremes playing, and they had, you know, all the artists from, like, you know, years and years and years ago, you know, of people who came from Detroit or came from like the suburbias of Detroit. And so I thought that was really, really cool. Plus I love music. They also had like a whole wall of like Aretha Franklin, so rest in peace to Aretha Franklin. Also rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. I am going to stop just for 1 second. I just want to say that I didn't really know like a lot of his music, but I'm just gonna be real because I don't want to be like no fake fan and be like, oh, crying or whatever. But you know, my brother had told me about him like maybe last year, the beginning of last year, and I just hadn't got around to like listen to any of his music. But I did like him as a person. I love seeing him and Lauren London together. I thought they were like a great couple. I actually saw their GQ interview before, you know, any of this even happened. So it's really kind of sad to like see him, you know, gone. It's sad to see anybody leave, and they had so much potential, and they had so many like great things that they were doing for their community. And it just motivates me because one day I want to be able to say, you know, I own a particular block in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? And have that block be beneficial for, you know, the people in the community. And maybe my goal one day is to have like a housing development, you know, like an apartment building or something like that for like people in the city of Detroit who, you know, if it's not the homeless or something like that. Like I always wanted to give back, but it's like part of me is like, you know, I have to help myself first. So and I have to get myself to a certain level, not necessarily so I can help people, but help people on the scale that I want to help people. I have to get myself at that level first. So that's the thing that I fight with every day. But he gives motivation to me, and I'm sure he gives motivation to a lot of other people. So rest in peace to him. So back to what I you know, did. So I tried a new restaurant, which in the long scheme of things, I should have just mind my own business and went home, because nothing in that restaurant was good. Like nothing. Like at first, you know, when you first try something, like, oh, okay, that's good. But when you go home and warm the food up, like some people don't like leftovers, but I feel like, you know, like if you go to Benihana's, right, or it was like hibachi. So if you have like a hibachi's supposed to taste better the next day. It ain't supposed to taste worse. That stuff was terrible. But anyways, I'm gonna put the name of the restaurant in the description box. So be like, it was a Korean and Japanese restaurant right across the street. So if you over there, don't try that place. Please don't try that place. Or at least don't get what I got. I don't know. Yeah. So then I went to the movies. I just, you know, relaxed. I slept as much as I wanted to sleep. I caught up on shows that I wanted to catch up. And my message, because it's almost 10 minutes long, is just don't work yourself to death. Don't work yourself to death. Live your life. Find, you know, even if it's just one day out the week, do something that you love. And I'm not talking about doing something You know, some people like to go to a gym. That's an outlet. But I'm talking about really do something for your spirit, and do something for your heart, and do something for your mind, and do things that allow you to learn and have fun at the same time. Because you know what, life is going to pass us by, and we're going to look back and be like, what did we ever do to try to make a difference? You know, and the key word is try. Because sometimes we may do stuff, and we may do stuff with no results. Okay, we may do something, and you know, even with this YouTube thing, right? I do, you know, a video, my first video out the gate, I got over 300 views in like less than, about 200 views in less than, you know, 3 days. And now I'm making videos, and I'm like, hey, like only 25 people watch this video. But you know, even if it's just one person, you know, that you could try to do something to make a difference or make somebody else's life better. Just don't spend it working for somebody else. Work for yourself. Do something for yourself. You know, I was watching this professional dancer, and she said, you know what, you spend more time charging your phone, but do you ever charge yourself? And I was like, wow. You know, do we ever charge ourselves? And this is the message, like, in a roundabout way. It took me a while to get here, but you have to make sure that you charge yourself. And if this time off didn't teach me anything, was like to make sure that I do stuff for myself, not just work all the time. Try to get as, you know, much rest as I can. Try to drink my water. Just try to live the best life I can, okay, without working. And when I go back to work, I'm probably still going to work the same amount of hours, but my mindset is going to be different, and my mindset is recharged, and I know that I have to take those times out to do something for me, and that's it. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to go because I've been talking way too long. So I'm going to say peace. I want you guys to like, comment, subscribe if you can. I'm looking for one new subscriber. I got 25 subscribers. I want one new subscriber. So if anybody who haven't watched my video, you know, tell a friend to check me out. You know, the support is crucial. The support is wanted and appreciated. I love you guys. So I'm going to try my best to put up a video every week from now on, moving forward. Probably will be, I don't know, a Thursday or something like that. But yeah, so peace.